Hello and welcome back to Iratus, Lord of the Dead, Wrath of the Necromancer. So, we're to the third boss. Third boss? We're in the barracks, right? Yeah, barracks. So we're at the third boss. So, I'm not going to attempt to make this into a guide, because I've never fought this boss. What I did do, though, is I did what I usually do against bosses I don't know, and I took a disposable minion. You'll notice my level 1 Dompier that I had before is no longer with us. She dead. But I took her in to look at this boss, see what he could do. Now, naturally, I don't have to have all of his abilities, but I get the feeling that he doesn't have too many. So this is the Monster Hunter. What he apparently does is I only saw him have two abilities, but one of them is just a physical attack that he hits for twice, does a lot of damage, and the other is Oil the Blade, which, from what I saw, he either causes him to heal 100% stress and physical and health for all the damage he does, so whatever he deals in damage, he heals. Or it ignores all resistances, wards, and both kinds of armor. I think when he puts that on, the only thing that reduces damage is just straight up, you reduce damage by 1%. I think that gets around it. So, with that in mind, the other thing he does is apparently after every monster has an action, he gets an action. So he gets at least 4 attacks, maybe 5 a turn. Yeah. Now, to compensate for this, those 3 stones that are there are apparently his source of power, but as far as I could tell, they don't do anything other than sit there and provide him the ability to swap positions every so often. However, if you deal damage to them, there's a health, a mana, and a wrath one. You gain 50% of either health for your minions, or mana for you, or wrath for your minions, however much damage is dealt. So it gives you a way to actually sustain against the massive amount of damage he's been getting put out. Mainly, you'll want to be popping that vitality one every so often, and they appear to be immortal, so they don't ever go away. So it kind of seems like it's another sustain thing, except you're pretty much just having your minions attack the Healy Stone, and occasionally maybe the mana or wrath one if you need them, to survive against him just being able to attack so much for... I'm not going to say he did super high damage, but he definitely did like mid-range damage, and he gets to do it very consistently very often. So I basically thought long and hard over how we were going to do this. Hush up, I'm talking.
It's only a matter of time.
Now he had a good chunk of health. I don't have a humatorium, I don't imagine I do. I'm just checking real quick. No, he'd be right here. But he had a big old chunk of health, about as much as the Mech Brothers did combined. And the best I can figure, he starts off with wards, that's not a big deal. The best I can figure, what needs to happen is I need to bring the physical team. The stress team is not going to work. They do stress over a large group, and this guy doesn't appear to do any debuffs. Also, you can't remove his oiled buff, apparently, so he just gets to do that. There's no debuffs to remove, so the mummy does not sustain. There's nothing to eat. The abomination doesn't sustain. And yeah, and I'm going to guess this guy's fairly accurate. I didn't check his accuracy. So I think the physical team is what needs to do, since they just have ridiculous single target damage. I don't even know if you can get heals or anything off stress damage to those stones. It didn't specify, and I didn't try, because it became pretty obvious physical's the way to go. Now here's the problems we're going to run into. The ghoul has nothing to sustain off of. There's nothing she can eat, so she has to sustain solely off her own 10% damage. She recovers his health, the one lunch break she has in case we need it, and the fact that the Healy Stone, which I think honestly is the only thing that's going to sustain you. Same thing with the Bride. While she will get 50% of her damage back, I think what's going to wind up happening is we might have 2 to 3 people attacking the stone every turn, every round, and one person trying to deal damage to that guy, hopefully doing more than his health. The other big thing is this is actually where the Finger Bang of Death comes in handy, because it'll still take off 8% of his total life and get rid of all his wards. We're going to do that right off the bat. And it'll be more with my spell power, and since the Mana Stone gives mana back off of damage, and well, we should be able to cast that each turn, assuming we can hit it. So the plan is going to be have my physical team go in, use their extremely high single target damage to sustain and get mana, and basically just finger this guy to death. Try not to think about that. Or do. It's okay. Let's see. We're going to want potions, though. What potions are going to be good? Probably not. Don't need health. 1%, that's not worth it. Target receives 20% more damage for 3 turns. I don't think that's how we're going to win. All enemies lose 5 attack. That might actually be useful. Initiative is irrelevant against this guy. And he had no armor. He just had a lot of health and he can sustain off his own damage.
With knowledge and will comes victory.
I think with turns, it gets around the fact... Well, the other thing it said is basically any kind of dot or curse or pretty much anything that does damage per turn only procs once per the actual turn. So for all his actions, he's not going to get dinged by stuff, so you can't cheese him that way. I think the only thing it didn't specify is like that it doesn't work on the trap, and while it does look like he moves around, because I saw him change position a few times, it's not reliable since the Mech Brothers, the trap was reliable since they took up 2 spaces and they were just moving with each other, so one of them always went into the trap. I don't think I'm going to get anything from those stones going into the trap, so, and he doesn't appear to move like all the time, so that strategy is not going to work. So, since he does physical, I think this is going to be our big thing. That's not going to do anything, but we're going to save it. Alright. So that'll give them a little extra sustain. Note, I'm bringing in the Headhunter for a few reasons. One, the Bone Golem's not going to do anything, because his Oil Blade allows him to get past any wards the Bone Golem might put on anybody. And he's attacked so much anyway, it doesn't matter. The Bone Golem's sustain is not going to matter, because we'll get more sustain just attacking the Healy Stone. And the Healy Stone heals everyone, which is, I think, oh god, if it doesn't, we're screwed. But, whereas the Headhunter can attack 2 stones at once for decent damage. I'm hoping it's a little bit more than that. He's level 19. I put a brain in him, but his damage seems a bit low. But he can still attack the mana and the health one, assuming they're by each other, or he can take a womp at that guy. And he has the big single target, I'm going to hit something for a lot of things, because there's also the Wrath Stone, so we'll just be getting Wrath back each turn. Or he could just hit them all. Either way, I think the little bit of damage he can do is going to be more useful than the Golem. And I got him, he'll do extra physical and take reduced physical. I think this guy's all physical damage. My biggest worry is since he has so many moves that he just targets someone down and say burns down a bride or the werewolf. And if he does that, there's not much I can do. But I think he oils the blade for every attack, so I think he technically only attacks every other time. So that's what we're going to have to do. And I think the stress team would have no chance against this guy. So if we fail here, that might be the end of the run. So be ready for that in case that happens. My other thought is to throw more spell power buffs on these guys. But, I mean, that'd be 30 spell power right there. And let me check my Finger of Death spell. Spell power 0.05. It's not worth it to try to stack spell power. Again, it's already going to be taking 8% of his health each round. So that's going to be a big deal. Yeah, but it's 70 mana. What other... And we don't really have any other major spells. Like, the reduction of health damage would be great, but we don't have it. We don't have any destruction spells. So it's pretty much fingering him each turn. Yes, I know what I'm saying. Okay. This is where I wish I had, like, distillation or this, but I don't, so, because we're only just at the halfway point in the game if we win this battle. So, my other worry is, it said after each action he gets an action. So, I'm not sure if it just means per action, because if that's the case, using Full Moon might be a problem. I mean, don't get me wrong. Anytime anything's in the back we want to hit, having him catch the laggards will be a big deal. That's a lot of damage. Well, delaying's not going to help anymore. So that's my strategy. It may or may not work, but I think we just need high single target damage to beat the crap out of the Healy Stone and just out-sustain him that way with occasional damage. Again, the biggest fear is if he targets something with his physicals and just burns him the hell down. I don't really have good artifacts for this guy. This helps. I'm going to use this basically just to get as much wrath as I can because nothing else is useful here. More spell power is more useful than marginal damage, I think. And, I mean, the only other thing I have is this.
Make mortals
And
tremble before me. Well,
I think that, okay, we'll have this. I only saw him do physical. He might do other things. I don't know. And this will help us get the feel for things for the first 2 rounds. But, again, didn't see him. I saw him do purely physical, so I think we need to set ourselves up. Okay, here we go. His initiative started like 14, so he's going first. Probably just so he can oil. Alright, who's ready? You ready? You ready? I'm not ready, but let's do this. Monster hunting is a pretty difficult job, chiefly due to the fact that the damn blighters are becoming quite rare in this day and age. The monster slayer has lived for so long that he has switched from hunting more humanoid targets, as they are just more plentiful and pay just as well. However, that does not mean he has gotten rusty. Retirement may be just a few hundred years away now, guessing he's an elf. But until then he can cut up abominations with the best of them. And it turns out the switch from slaying living, breathing humans to the undead is not a particularly difficult one. Okay, so as you see, oil the blade. Oh, he didn't do that one last time. I'm guessing he has a variety. Every single successful attack removes bust from the target. Can't be removed. So he gets that for 1 round. So basically he oils the blade and then he attacks. 1 round or... Okay. Because it doesn't show it, but again, you'll look at his trait. Performs an additional action for each minion turn. Ignition, Curse, Oxford Commas, and Spider Venom effects trigger only in the main turn. So only when he'd do here. I'm guessing, again, I only attacked him with 1 minion. So I'm guessing what's going to happen is for each of my attacks... Get fingered. Okay, no, none of those. He's in the 3rd position, though, so that doesn't help a poor werewolf. So... I don't have any attacks, but you'll see his stats. Very accurate, lots of all that stuff. Again, mid-range damage, but he's just going to attack so much it won't matter. 26 initiative. And no other armor or anything like that. 30 evasion, so we should hit him fairly reliably. And again, you'll see, Stone of Power, it's got to be etched with Monster Slayer runes. But, yeah, Source of Vigor, so all minions restore 50%, all minions restore health equal to 50% of the damage dealt to the source. Can't be targeted spells. Okay. And then this is just the magic one. And this is the wrath one. Okay. They don't do anything. They don't have turns. They can't be killed. So. I wonder what happens if I skip. Okay, so he doesn't take a turn if we skip. Alright, so let's see what happens. So he can attack... What did he remove? Oh, wow, that means your thing is going to be... Oh, that's terrible. I didn't see him do that last time. Okay. Hopefully that'll help us a little. So that's really bad. So watch.
Now that's gonna leave a mark.
So everybody went back to full. We got some mana back. I don't really care if you hit him. Him removing buffs is actually good because it doesn't allow him to go through our armor. Now that he's in the back, though... Okay. Yeah, he's moving a lot. That's unexpected, and I don't know what it did because... Okay, he's going to re-oil. Ignores armor block. Okay, so that's kind of a big deal. But not a big deal yet. Her doing less damage, though, is not a good thing. So, we're going to finger him again. Potion. So far, this doesn't seem that bad. We've already taken him down by a quarter of his health. Well, not quite a quarter of his health. But we've already taken him down about 20%-ish. I mean, everybody's pretty high right now. Oops. That ain't good. Ow, that's a problem. Doesn't spend an action. 65. Get the Thing of Wrath, and then she can attack with her big AoE shot. Put that on you. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to be a lot more silent trying to think about the best way to do this. So that doesn't spend an action, so he's not going to get an action, right? We need to make sure she doesn't get one shot. Let's do this. There we go.
Bodies fail you.
What are you doing? Wow, that is a lot of damage. Stress damage reduced. Who cares about that? Where is the source of... It's right there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hope this works like I think it will. He does not get an action. Okay. We need health back. Did not get that much health. Okay, he didn't crit this time, so that's good. Source of Vigor's right there. Alright. Okay, stop targeting the werewolf, you. He's oiling. What now? That again, huh? Oof. So, next up, him losing attack for, there we go. All right. Now, I think what I want to do is give her a crit. I hate to not, but the thing is, much as I would like to attack the source of magic and get a lot of health, I need to make sure he's topped off because he is taking it in the chin. Okay. Because if I give her a guaranteed crit, she's going to heal everybody for sure. Mainly the werewolf, because he just seems to be hurting right now. That was my biggest worry, was him getting just destroyed. The nice thing is, though, since his cultist thing is not particularly valuable, if he dies here with the level 21 brain I still have, we should be okay. Because I don't think anybody else is dying, because nobody else relies on armor to keep themselves up. They have high health, and he just keeps ignoring armor. Okay. It's half health. Okay. Wait. You'll do a lot, and it's not enough. 45, 45. What does it cost for you to do the rows? More. Okay. And how much does the rose do? It does 24, but it does triple damage, so it'll do 60, get 30 health back. It's not enough. What I need you to do... How much health is he missing? He's missing about, missing about 40 plus. Yeah, he's missing 43. 42, 43. Okay. 43, so somebody has to do 80. That's almost 80.
You will soon embrace your new existence.
Alright, now just stop targeting the werewolf. I'm okay with that. If he dies, I'm really not all that hurt. Oh, well, that's because he did damage. Okay.
My darling, kill.
What you doing now, buddy? Okay, that's fine. The werewolf. Don't quite have enough for another finger. Oh, I do.
Death.
Okay, we're getting there. He is more than half done. Okay. Wow, okay. Second. Question of the day. Ghoul's also recoverable because I have that extra ghoul part. Really, the only thing that's not rightly recoverable is her. She could still be crit pretty hard.
Perish.
Oh, nice. Does he not get one till after he's done both his turns? Okay, that's awesome. Yep, okay. Oof. Oilin? Same thing. This does not cost an action, so he does not get to do anything. Alright. He's in the back now, so that's a big deal, damage-wise. Whoo! Do it again! Oh no. Okay, not a big deal. Let's see. Don't get too happy about this. You need to keep focus. Okay, that'll throw out a heal and do some damage to him. Not much of a heal, though. Ooh, the wolf. Okay.
Give them no mercy.
Okay, well, I win. I just need to minimize losses at this point. $141. I don't think you can one-shot him with that, though. He'll get to oil next turn. He decided never to heal, so we lucked out pretty hard with that.
Death predestined.
Almost. Next attack does it, as long as he doesn't kill anyone. He oils. Still no heal. Well, goodbye, Seymour. Well, I mean... Aw, it's the Hawkeye. Thought it was the mechanical eye. Okay, so... Man, that could have gone way worse, but yeah, just... Okay, so strategy for him, just burst him down. Well, I mean, not just burst him down. Strategy for him, just... basically keep attacking the Healthstone every so often with high single target damage. I mean, the big one was where he crit with the Catch the Laggards. That was just ridiculous. So those are nice. I mean, sure. Okay. Alright, that wasn't that bad. What's this? And enemies? Screw that. That's only good if you have the mechanical eye on almost all your guys. To hell with that. Okay.
It will be a messy slaughter.
Okay, so... that wasn't terrible. That could have been really bad, but it wasn't terrible. Alright, I guess we'll continue with this. I mean... I don't want to say, like, it wasn't a guide, because I was just kind of guessing the whole time. But, and it was nice to see some of his other attacks, because when I brought him in with the one Dompier, all he did was that attack the same target twice. I'm guessing it was he attacks the person and person behind him, but since there was nobody behind her, maybe it attacked twice. I don't know. But, okay. On we go, then. Okay. Well, who's our boss coming up? It is going to be the Mad Scientist again. Okay, not the Pyromancer. So we're about halfway through now. Let's see now. Now we start having the stress team have even more problems about fighting because there's so many... We're going to run into so many non-stressing things here, which is unfortunate because, again, the stress team is what I'm going to use in the final fight, the final two bosses. So, artifacts. I don't think I'm ever going to use this. No, I don't want to use something that gives them an advantage. Deals 100 damage, additionally more if it's stunned. That's actually not terrible. Granted, it loses a little value because this has the bell power thing. I probably won't use that because increases damage, so it always costs 22 mana. I have no destruction spells other than that. And 100, no, I'd rather just guarantee a crit and do even more damage. Especially with my bride. Okay. I think this has also done its time too. You're getting there, but you're not there yet. Although I think you might be there yet, starting with a war. Yeah, you're gone too. Okay. This will be helpful at the very end of the game. But it is unfortunately not helpful now. So, how big are these units going to get? Okay. I need something better than the Sadist hand, but we don't have it yet. I want you to max out damage now. Then we'll worry about armor. For you, we can't bank on getting the mechanical eye anymore as much as I'd like. And this is interesting, but she doesn't miss that much. So, okay. Hang on her brains for good luck, I guess. Although a level 21 brain, is anyone below level 21 that I'll actually use? Not worth when I could just save it for later. Let it, you know, let it ferment a little. Let it just... Yeah. Well, we'll save that for the stress team then. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. I don't remember them as being really all that annoying. Let's check the Hematorium because it's been a while. What do they do again? Living armor. Can't be stressed, of course. Immune to stress attacks. 50% time he casts a spell. Okay. Physical attack. Hit somebody for 3 times, knock them back, or just do a physical attack and they have a butt ton of armor. Okay. Because they are armor. That's not a problem. But they also can't be eaten. Sorry, ghoul. Not enough for anything. Okay, we're going to start working on getting the mana back next. Alrighty. So, gets around block. Obviously, these are not a big threat by themselves. Their big threat comes where you have to use spells to beat other things in the fight, and they start getting 50% increase. So, that's when they start becoming a threat. Right now, they are in no way, shape, or form a threat. Especially since we can just tear their armor to pieces.
Become part of the breathless tide.
Oh, and by the way, these count as spells, so... Oh, okay. Might as well remove some orbs. I just want to use that to move him to the front position. I could have just done the buff twice, huh? Wow!
Be this easy.
Does this ignore armor? No, he just crit and it hits really hard, and he had his increased crit buff, so he does a lot of extra crit damage. Okay. Alright. Wow, okay, that hurt. Everybody crit. Cool, I'm fine with that. Usually it's the other side that does that.
A predictable outcome.
I got stuff. And yet I got a pound of flesh from the living armor. Warrior Bones. Reduces physical damage received. Increase. Ooh. Wow. At the start of combat. Okay, that's cute. Now that's really, really, really good. So those Warrior Bones, I feel like I've used those before. Be tempted to put them on you, but without this, you're suddenly not all that, yeah. Could put them on the ghoul. Probably gonna put them on the stress team though. Probably on the big boy. All right, what are we making next? Excavation, abode, lake. That's 200. I need this. Yeah, we need to get a little bit more mana back each turn. Although I have many other ways to recover more mana, so what artifacts are we getting? Cool. Cool. Crap. Can I go back and look at my stuff? Because that'll give up my spell power. That gives up this.
Ah, I can use this.
Because now this will be way better because this gives 6, but this gives 4 and 4. Guess which one's better? And while the 25% is nice for normal fights, and I think I'll keep it for that, this will be better for boss fights that go on for a long time. You get to get smashed now. Cool. this will be good for boss fights too. Actually, no, I think this will just be better in general. Combine with that, yeah, all of a sudden you're getting a lot of armor. Again, this will be better end game, but I don't have almost anybody who fits that criteria right now. Boom, boom. Yeah, get those next. Alrighty. Two sets of living armor, and I forget what he's called, but he's very annoying. Guess we're taking Yell in again. But we're not, these aren't exactly hard fights yet. Oh, he steals mana. Little poop. Alright. Okay. He has spell resist. I don't care about that.
Terror will overflow.
Yeah, that. That's annoying. And that does almost nothing when you attack the tank with it. That's a little more effective. Wait. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want you to actually move up yet. So, get rid of that. Eat the armor. Why does nobody like my living golem? Because he's wearing some loony's face? That doesn't make sense. Not living golem, bone golem. Okay. Good job. Start beating on you. Hee.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
They don't escape, right? Yeah, it does not escape. Anything that has immune to stress damage doesn't escape. Where did he heal from? Oh, I had the extra wrath. Okay. Cool.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
Okay. So next we want to get some mana back. 8 mana pop, not terrible. Okay. Okay. Although I will say I'm halfway tempted to save up for the Dead Lake, just because when you think about it, this gives us something we can use. We have so many ways of getting mana back, especially with the amount of parts we bring in. Do I care? I'm not sure I do. I mean, I want to build up the abode. The Dead Lake is... The artifacts are pretty much just experience, extra experience, small chance of it. Obelisk, don't care. Abode, excavation. Yeah, let's max out the excavation of the Dead Lake, and then we'll worry about all the other stuff, which I consider a bit less useful. Alright, which way are we going? I didn't look at that first. Okay, we don't really need cultists anymore unless we need spare parts. I'm not sure we do right now. So we go to cultists. Everybody here has a part. Get myself another level. Or I could sacrifice someone. I don't feel like that though. What's this way? More XP, but you can't get both, so point, not really. More XP. At this point, it's all about getting more XP. I remember you're bad. I don't remember why off the top of my head. Okay, so XP. That's another cultist. We get a backup piece, probably for her.
Before I go saying that, you have one, you have one, you have one. Okay. Basically, it'd be for the Dompier. Hers is pretty good if I remember, but I don't think I'll be using her. Before I say that, let me look at the Humatorium for the Mad Scientist, because I've fought him before, so he should be up here. Yeah, that's good looking. Alright. Yeah, Mad Scientist. What does he do? Okay, so magic attack, everybody gets randomized. Pushing towards the physical team right away. Support. Ooh, wow. Okay. To an ally. So he heals a lot. Whew, all these buffs and wards. Okay, I'm not sure who I'm bringing, but I think either of my teams could probably take that. I just don't remember what minions he goes with. But that's unimportant. I don't think I'll be bringing up any different minions. So I think I can skip the cultists for now. I think I'll go this way. Yeah. Get this. Then we... Which of these two ways do we go? Dormant minion, dormant minion. Looks like I'm getting a cultist no matter what. I guess that's fine. Quest. If I go this way... And none of these ways are particularly attractive to me, honestly. If I go straight up, though, that's less encounters, usually. If I were to hook this way... None of these are like, oh god, I gotta go this way. I mean, this is nice because you get that, but then you're wasting time sacrificing. You're also missing XP. Let's just go for the XP for now. Yes. Okay. We go here, we get items, minion, quest, cultist. Oh, we could loop back around this way. Souls, quest, meh, more. I kind of like that route, actually. So what did I say? It was go up this way. Minion, souls. Sure, we'll do that. What do you got? 3 spell thieves. These guys steal mana. I need to have my...
I embrace this fury.
I need to have y'all catch up a bit, so y'all are gonna come out and play. Y'all level. Stats. Wait. Wait. Your max. Wait. Who has weapons? It's only you, huh? So, then... Physical damage received removed by 50%. But spider mandibles. Oh, but stress damage. Halfway tempted. But we'll worry about that later. First, you get this. Now you're max health. Cool. Let's give you some stress. Yeah, everybody's fine. Oh, you know what I didn't do, though? Yeah.
Now I will make mortals tremble before me. Well, even more than previously.
There you go. Alright, go mess them up. Haven't used y'all in a while. My mana. Knock it off. I work hard for that. I think they'd have some kind of... You'd think they'd have something that reduces stress damp, or what am I saying? I think they'd start off with wards. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That did work. $40 stress. They're taking all my mana. Do I get it back? Wait.
Toss them in with the rest.
Nope, don't get my mana back. Unkind. Both the betrayal ones. They have a lot of debuffs. Oop, wrong button. I meant to hit curse. Oh well. Easy. It always is easy in the first parts of the level.
Sad display for mortal kind.
What is this? Huh. What slot does that go in? It's like the inverse of that armor. Huh, now we're getting good stuff. Smashed. That's good early game. But actually, it's tempted to use it now just because I need more uncommon parts. Oh. To hell with that. That is great for the physical team, I'm just going to say. What's next? Which way did I say I was going? Up this way, right? Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, alright. What's in here? I only recognize one of these. Any care? Okay. I mean, in a vacuum, that's not bad, but... That's good for like 1, maybe 2 fights. That's really good.
More for me.
This is good for you because this allows you to get around wards right off the bat and remove buffs and get rid of stances. So, yeah, this is a big deal for you. Please take it. Oh, I need to remember how to do that. Alchemy, creation. There we go. Alright. take the sharpened bone. Perfect. Okay. Brutal, man. I don't have you have a second thing, do you? This I might say for like a specific fight. Okay. If I remember correctly, the guy in front is immune to buffs and debuffs, right? Warden. Trait. Immune to debuffs. Okay, makes him very hard to stress kill. Not impossible, but very hard. Also means you can't get rid of his armor. And he basically just deals a little bit of damage and redirects attacks from... yeah. Okay. And you. You are damage or heals? Escape, so she's the last. Heals everyone. Removes all debuffs from an ally and buffs allies for 1 turn. Okay. So yeah, she's healing. So they don't have any damage. But they are very sustaining and very annoying to kill. The ward's going to be very hard to stress out. The Healy Lady, however, does not employ anything to recover stress, if I remember correctly. In that case, she only does 1. So the question is, who do I bring in? I think I'll keep with the stress team just because there's no real threat. So, yeah. Could have fun and just throw this, but it ain't worth it. Okay. Alright. I'm about to wrap this up anyway. So let's see. Dark Knight, stats. Do we want to max out armor? It's a lot of armor to max out. Make him very tanky. Yeah, because again, I think sustain is more important than his actual damage, because he just does a lot of little blows, so we'll worry about that later. In other words, I want you to max out evasion, though. That will be your goal for now. Okay. Hang on to it. 1 more, you max out health. Okay. So many wards. Stop taking my mana. Okay. I mean, that's nice. Well, they're going to eat all my mana, so I might as well use it. Deal more damage.
Madness manifest.
Goodness.
Hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
That was quick. Cool.
Being born was your first mistake. Opposing me? Your last.
Hehehe. 40% chance. It's not a big deal because we don't single target very often.
My kingdom comes.
I should probably use that opportunity to heal. It's fine. She's edible now. But 40% chance, huh? Heart attack? There we go. Oh, skip 2 turns in a row, huh? Wait. Just skipping turns left and right. Okay. Go up to full, I guess.
Good, good. More materials.
All right.
Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
Easy indeed. Alrighty. Next is minions. Let's go see what we get. Huh. Alright, well... Oh my. Anyway. Well, we're going to wrap it up for here for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you would do all the lovely interactive stuff, if you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, because that's what the Google, YouTube, algorithm, alphabet, all you want to say likes. And if they like it, that gets me more views. More views gets me one day maybe monetized so that I can help put my kids through college because it's expensive and I'll shamelessly declare it each time. You know, money. Money's a thing. But thank you very much for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.